today we are going to cover a very interesting chapter of grammar, that is adjective and their types. So, before we jump into the academical details of it, let me just ask you a few questions. Like, suppose I have a box. So, if I show you this box, can you tell me which color this box is? Anybody?
Color?
Yes, which color this box is?
It's red color.
Okay. So it is not only just a box, right? It's a red color box. This is what adjective is. Whatever that is implying about the noun, maybe its quality, the color, the temperature, how the noun is doing, that is adjective. So, an adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun, and adjectives are found after the verb or before the noun. It modifies. Like we have just said that it's a red colored box. Probably this is a black colored pen. Whatever that is implying, the noun, the situation, that is adjective. Like we can see here, cheetah is the fastest animal, right? So, can you tell me which one is the adjective here? Anyone?
Fastest.
Yes, correct. And this woman is ugly. Here, ugly is the adjective word. The boy is fat. Here, fat is the adjective word. Whatever that is implying how the noun is. So, can anybody give me any example of adjective? Any one of you?
Peacock is a beautiful bird.
Okay, yes, great. Peacock is a beautiful bird. Here, beautiful is the adjective. It is basically implying how peacock, which means the noun, is. It is beautiful. The quality it is implying. Just like that, we have few examples here. It is a pretty flower. I have a green apple. You see, if we talk about specifically this sentence, it is a pretty flower. So here, pretty word is the adjective, and here the adjective is implying the quality of the flower. And we all know that here, flower is the noun, right? And in the next sentence, we can see, I have a green apple. So, can you tell me, like we all know that green is the adjective here, and what is exactly adjective doing? Implying, what is adjective implying about apple, which is the noun here? Can anybody tell me? Anyone? Yes or no, maybe? Okay. So here I have a green apple, which means green here is the adjective and it is showing the color of the apple. Just like that, my little dog likes to play. Here we are implying how the dog is, which means it can be size as well, right? Dad gave me a yummy cake. Yummy is implying how the cake tastes. So it can be taste as well. It was a hot day. Temperature. Kyla's dress is purple. Again, we got color and so on. Like the green snake is long. So you can see that in these examples, adjective are basically implying quality, color, size, taste, temperature of the noun. Now, can anybody help me to solve this exercise? I would really like students to interact a bit. Am I audible? Am I audible? Saransh, Shalini, please unmute yourself. Saransh, can you hear me? Okay. So we can see here that a dash dog, and the picture has been provided because so that we can understand the adjective here, and we can see it's a fluffy dog, right? So it will be a fluffy dog. Now we can see a frog, and we'd have to add the adjective based on the picture we can see. So we can see that there are a lot of spots on the frog. So what can be the answer? It's a spotted frog. Then we can see here is a girl, and it is about her hair. So it is beautiful long hair. Okay. So now we will be heading into types of adjectives. As I also mentioned that adjective can imply a lot of things including color, quality, temperature, size, etc, etc. So here we will be classifying those, like adjective of quality is there, adjective of quantity is there, possessive adjective is there, interrogative adjective is there, demonstrative adjective is there, and proper adjective is there. So we will be learning what are these one by one. We will be starting with adjective of quality. When an adjective describes the quality of noun, it is called an adjective of quality. Like we have studied previously, the flower is red, the flower is beautiful. Color, quality, whatever it is, it will be under adjective of quality. Something that will be showing the quality of the noun. Like we can see here, what kind of a flower is this? This is a red flower. So basically it is the color, and it is how this is how adjective is implying the quality of this flower, that is red. So it will be coming under adjective of quality. All right. Next we see that it is a smart man. This is a cute dog. This is a hardworking lady. Whatever it is showing the quality of the specific noun, be it for the man, be it for the woman, be it for the dog. It is showing how that person or animal is smart, cute, hardworking. These are qualities, right? These are qualities in the noun we can find. So it will be under adjective of quality. Now, what is adjective of quantity? Adjective of quantity show how much quantity of thing we are talking about. It is very easy. The name is in the word itself. Whatever we can count regarding adjective will be coming under adjective of quantity. Like little, full, enough, a lot. We can see here two jars. Let's suppose this is jar A, let's suppose this is jar B. So if we look closely, we can see that the water length for jar A is still here, and the water length for jar B is still here, right? So we will be saying there is much water in the jar. And by saying this, we are trying to count how much water is there, right? So it will be under adjective of quantity. Now comes jar B. The water length of jar B we all can see is very low. So there is little water in the jar. which means it is a negative marking. Whenever we are saying much, it means it's a lot, and whenever saying little, which means it's very less. This is how we will be able to understand that this is adjective of quantity. Clear, everybody? Okay. We can see here few example are also here, that she ate little rice. By saying little rice, they mean that she eats very less. This is also under adjective of quantity. Now comes possessive adjective. What is possessive adjective? Possessive adjectives show who owns or experiences something. So whenever I am saying anything, if it is my pen, and I am saying that this is a black pen and this is my pen, this is how I am trying to imply that I possess the pen. This is mine. Now, if I say that, suppose Sharanj has a car, a red color car. So it is not mine. It is Sharan's.
Ma'am,
That,
what does view what doubt what is English meaning, ma'am?
sorry, I could not get you. Can you repeat your question?
Ma'am, view what meaning in English, ma'am?
Meaning of which word you are asking?
Possessive, ma'am.
Can you write down the name? I'm not able to understand what you are saying.
Ma'am, next I say it, ma'am. After the lesson.
All right. So, yes, I was saying that possessive adjective means something we possess. If some object is there and that belongs to somebody, for that we use some specific words like my, his, her, right? These will be coming under possessive adjective. We can see here few examples like, this is my sister, wash your hands, this is his car, the pencil is her pencil, its teeth are very sharp, we began our work at noon, is that your wallet, their house near the city. Whatever that you will be seeing, that there is this word mentioned, that is implying that the noun or that object is possessed by that particular person, will be under possessive adjective. Got it? If there is any doubt during or regarding this lesson, please feel free to ask me. Now comes demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjectives describe exactly which things are talked about. So suppose I see there are two people and I do not know their name. Suppose there is person A, person B, and I do not know their name, but I'll have to talk about them regarding something. So I am pointing out to them. I would be saying that boy is my neighbor, and for that I am using this word that, so that I can point out. So whenever we try to point out, either we use that, this, these, those. These words will be under demonstrative adjective. Like, this book is very interesting, I don't like that jacket, these cookies are very delicious. You see, we are basically pointing these out, and that is why it will be under demonstrative adjective. Now, what is proper adjective? Proper adjectives are usually formed from proper nouns and begin with capital letters. We all are familiar with proper nouns. Proper nouns are basically a specific name for a person, place, thing, or animal, and from that comes proper adjective. How? See, from Asia we get Asian countries. From France we get French fries. From Olympus, we get Olympic Games. From Iron Age, we get Iron Age tools. From April, we get April showers. Okay? So these will be proper adjectives. Now comes interrogative adjective. We all are pretty much familiar with the word called interrogative, right? So whenever interrogation happens, which means a question, this means,
Interrogation means what, ma'am?
sorry,
Interrogate. Intro- Interrogative.
yes, interrogative. Interrogative means whenever we are using such words like which, whose, what to frame a sentence, that will be coming under interrogative adjectives. Like you can see here few questions. See, dash
Question.
time. Yes, is anybody saying something? Like we can see here, dash time is it? So it will be which time it is or what time is it, right? Then these are dash shoes are they? Whose shoes are they? Now dash photo is this. Whose photo is this? Dash book are you reading? Which book are you reading? So you can see which, what, whose. We are using these to frame a sentence as in a questioning form. And that is why this will be coming under interrogative adjectives, because interrogation means question. So it will be easier for you people to remember. Now, forms of adjectives. Adjectives can be used to compare similar qualities of different subjects that perform the same action. Okay, so suppose there are three people, we will be naming them as A, B, C. So they will be in a competition, and the rules will be they nobody will lose, but there will be a scorecard. Somebody will be scoring the most, somebody will be coming second, and somebody will be coming third. So these three people will be representing positive or absolute form, comparative form, and superlative form. So, what is positive degree of comparison? Now, please remember that we have these three candidates A, B, and C, right? Okay, let's start with positive degree comparison. Positive form or the positive degree of comparison is the form of the adjective used in original form. So, suppose in the competition, if I place this person called person A, but I do not add any competitor. He is just there. He is not fighting with anybody else. Okay. So that will be his original form. Right? So then I can say that yes, person A is good. Right? Because there is nobody he can challenge. Now comes comparative degree. Comparative degree of comparison, we can already hunch a bit, which is comparing. So, suppose if I add person A versus person B, and they have this match, and suppose person B scores 100 and person A scores 90. So, we will be saying person B is better than person A. Person A is just good. Then comes person B who scored the most and he is better. Now comes a small tiny exercise. We can see that we will have to add comparative adjectives here. So elephant is dash than a cat. The help is big. So, since it is between the elephant and the cat, this is basically a comparison, right? And we all know that the elephant is big in size than a cat. So we will be adding the second form of comparison, that is bigger. Following the same rule, we can see that the plane is dash than a car. Same rule will be followed, faster than a car. Giraffe is dash than the horse. Giraffe is taller than a horse. Sarah is dash than Donna. Sarah is taller than, Sarah is shorter than Donna. Right? This is how we will be adding the second form, which means comparative adjectives in a sentence. Now comes superlative degree of comparison. So at first it was just A for the original form, positive form. Then we had comparison, then joined B. Now we have the ultimate third form, which is called superlative degree of comparison. Now we will be adding person C as well, and it will be a match between these three. So suppose in the scorecard we are seeing that person C scored 100, B scored 90, and A scored 85. So who scored the most here? C. Then who scored the most after C? B. Then who scored the most after B? A. So here we will be saying C is the best since he is the first runner up. Second is B, which means better. And last but not the least, A is good. So the best we have just mentioned, person C, will be falling under superlative degree of comparison. Why? Because the superlative degree of comparison is used when comparing the same quality of two or more subjects and to represent that a subject is superior to two or more subjects in performing in action. For an example, this fantasy novel is the most interesting book that I have ever read. Most, fastest, tallest, everything adding with EST or most will be coming under superlative. For comparative, it will be better, more, like ER or more. And for positive, it will be in its original form. Okay. So now we will be seeing few examples of superlative degrees, like tall, tallest, small, smallest, fast, fastest, high, highest. We can see that we are adding est to make it look like a superlative form of the verb, right? Now we can see there are few examples of positive, comparative, and superlative. Tall, the comparative form will be er adding taller. Then superlative will be, we will be adding est, it will be tallest. Nice, nicer, nicest. Fat, fatter, fattest. Big, bigger, biggest. Sad, sadder, saddest. Old, older, oldest. Okay, so this was what our chapter was all about today, the adjective and their types. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, and I hope that I was able to make you understand about this chapter.